The Chicago Bulls, while they were making their trades, had Ousmane Dieng in their hands before ultimately shipping them off to the Milwaukee Bucks. And recently, Ousmane Dieng dropped 36 points and has Bulls fans up in arms. And I'm here to let you all know, pump the brakes. I'll give you a few reasons why when we get started. And then we're also going to talk about Matas offseason plans and then get into the Chicago Bulls game tonight versus the New York Knicks. But before we talk about it and break it all down, you already know, you got to hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shot Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down for today's daily episode. So if you're tuned in, like talking Bulls basketball, even if you're ready for the season to end, like myself, go out there and hit that like button and subscribe because we're trying to get this team rolling in the right direction. But on today's episode, I want to talk about something that has Bulls fans up in arms, and that is Ousmane Dieng. And to talk about it and get started about him, I'm not taking anything away from this young man who dropped 36 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds on 48% shooting versus the Houston Rockets. And I want to just say, wow, that is a solid game. It was not great enough to make us Bulls fans jump off the porch and start bitching and moaning and complaining that the Chicago Bulls should have just kept him on the team. That's not the reason. Now, if you want to say we should have kept him on the team to properly evaluate him, I'm cool with that. But to be up in arms and just going crazy over it, not so fast, buddy. I don't think it's something to be losing your mind over. Because while he dropped 36 points, it took him 31 shots to get the 36 points, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pump the brakes. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from the young man who has had limited opportunity while he was OKC, and now he's getting more opportunities with the Milwaukee Bucks, which is fine, and he's taking advantage of that. But let's keep a cool booty because that 36 points is an outlier. It's not something that you should be going crazy over simply because prior to the outlier game of 36 points, Ousmane Dieng has only averaged 10 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 3.9 assists throughout his time and at least in the last 10 games with the Milwaukee Bucks. And this has been generally as a starter for the Milwaukee Bucks, where he has over at least 21 minutes or above. Nothing too crazy. And there are people comparing his scoring output and his performances to a guy like Leonard Miller, and I'm here to defend Leonard Miller. I like what Leonard Miller can bring to the Chicago Bulls. He can shoot the 3-point. He could shoot the 3 ball. He can operate some inside of the paint. He goes out there. He has a quick second jump to go out there and give himself opportunities for the rebound. And he just seems like he's getting better and better as he earns more opportunity for the Chicago Bulls. So I just count it as a wash. It's nothing to go crazy over. I understand right now we are in hell as Bulls fans. I understand it. We are in a basement. But it's nothing to lose your mind over. Because in the last 10 games, minus the last game versus the Pacers, because I wanted to keep it fair with Ousmane Dieng and Leonard Miller is averaging 13 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. It's a wash, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody should be going out there losing their mind because the Chicago Bulls elected to move off of this guy and he put up 36 points in the game. Now, if you want to come to me and say, like, man, this could have been another guy that we could have been scouting instead of Nick Richards, that's a good point. But to be losing your mind because he dropped 36 in a game that took him 31 shots to get the 36, I'm like, bro, we can't be basing this off of just one game. We got to look at everything in totality. And just considering everything, It is what it is. I know that we are ticked off as a fan base. I understand it. We want better. We want to see better. We still questioning Billy Donovan. We don't know why all these damn guards on the team. I get it. But to be losing your mind over this man dropping 36 points on 31 shots is just not what I'm with. That's just what it is. I'm not trying to take away from the kid, but come on, y'all. Y'all can't act like Leonard Miller has not shown some really good signs that he can potentially be here in Chicago for the foreseeable future. So for those that are comparing Ousmane Dieng to Leonard Miller and trying to shit on Leonard Miller, I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to bring you the facts. And those are the facts. If you want to go out there and check them out yourself, do your own math, whatever you want to do. And even if we add in the last game that he dropped 36, the total points for Ousmane Dieng go from 10 points a game to 13. So it's still a wash. It's nothing to be losing your mind over. We just need to make sure that we continuously push hard for this season to end. We just need to be focused on this season ending because it needs to end and change needs to come. I know y'all heard of Sam Smith. Change gonna come. Hopefully it's this offseason. So keep a cool booty. There's no reason to sit there and lose your mind because he dropped 36 and Leonard Miller didn't in his last game. Calm down. Let's focus on getting everybody out of the building. We ain't going to go back and revisit this. Let's just move on. Accept that Leonard Miller and Ousmane Dieng completely cancel each other out. And we realize that we do have a player on the team that could potentially stick around for a little while. And let's just be cool with that. Every time we move on from somebody or we didn't go out there and trade for somebody, it's good for discussion. Don't get me wrong. But there's no reason to be sitting there attacking a player like Leonard Miller who has shown that he can play. There's no reason for that. Nonetheless, let's move on. Just had to get that out. Now let's talk about Matas Buzelis revealing his offseason plan. So it appears that Matas Buzelis has a plan in place and he's ready for this season to end like a lot of us Bulls fans. We're really, really tired of watching the Chicago Bulls right now. We love this team, but sometimes when you love somebody, you got to take a break. We know what happened when y'all take breaks too. Y'all get nasty and start doing other stuff out of the ordinary, but nonetheless, we know we need a break from the Chicago Bulls. We'll be back. If it's real love, we'll be back. And 9 times out of 10, we'll be back. But Matas Buzelis said this. I mean, look at me. I'm skinny as hell. I definitely have to add strength. Your body's a temple, so you really want to take care of it. So basically, Matas Buzelis' offseason plan is to bulk up, add more size to his skinny ass body. I know y'all heard the joke to where, man, your mama's so skinny she can hula hoop through a Cheerio. Lame? Yeah, probably so. That was back in the day. That's for us. That's for our older people right there. Your mama's so skinny she can hula hoop through a Cheerio. But Matas Buzelis, you're so damn skinny you can hula hoop through a Cheerio. Not that skinny, but y'all get the point. The point is that he does need to add weight to his body, and that is because we see him get pushed around. We see him try to attack the basket sometime. If somebody cuts him off, he's getting pushed back a little bit, or he doesn't have that counter to go left. Like my man Steve-O brilliantly brought out or pointed out to us on the live call a week ago or so. And that was great for discussion. That was something that he pointed out that was really, really good. And we talked about that. And then we started to see those examples come to light from Matas Buzelis. So I will agree. I will also add in that Matas Buzelis need to work on that handle. Look, I know he got moves, but that handle need to get a little bit tighter and a little bit stronger. And that's what bringing and getting stronger could do for Matas Buzelis to take him over that next level. I think it's going to be something that can help the sophomore year player that played in the sophomore game. I think that can help catapult him to new heights. It's going to come with a lot more things involving his game, which is simply not only do you need to bulk up, not only do you need to be able to touch up on that handle, I need you to sit there and try to work on some mid-range game. Because sometimes I look at Matas Buzelis and I get really, really frustrated as a person that watches the Chicago Bulls and just be like, bro, you go shoot another three. You just had baseline. Why you ain't go baseline? Or when you do go baseline and you get cut off, why you ain't just pull up and smack that in his face? That's how sometimes I get ticked off watching Matas Buzelis, because I believe the kid has so much potential. I'm not ready to go out there and stamp it and close the ceiling on him. I think he still has ways to go. I think year 3 for Matas Buzelis is going to be huge, simply because if the Chicago Bulls want to get this thing rolling in the right direction, not only will the front office have to do their job, but the players will have to do their job as well. And one of those players is Matas Buzelis. So he admitting that he's skinny as hell. He's so skinny he can hula hoop through a Cheerio. All right, I'm gonna stop. I know it. I know I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop saying it. But we know that he could be a lot better with a lot more physically and technically, if that make a lot of sense to you all. So I hope that he gets right to it. I believe he will get right to it. And I hope that after this season and we move into next season, we'll see a new and improved Matas Buzelis on the basketball court, because I think that'll be huge for the Chicago Bulls. Now let's talk about the game tonight versus the New York Knickerbockers. This should be a fun one, because the last time we seen the Chicago Bulls, we were swept by the Indiana Pacers. Swept. I know it don't even sound right, but I have a few questions. Have we seen the last of Josh Giddey? I know he's listed on an injury report at the time of this recording as probable, but have we seen the last of him? And I'm asking the question simply because just a couple recordings ago, I went at Josh Giddey and was like, bro, I completely understand if you want to just shut it down for the season. I do. But if you're going to be out there, stop being so damn spicy. Like, you're arguing with your teammates, you're flailing around, arms up in the air, seeming, at least from while I'm watching, not interested in the basketball game. And let's keep it a buck. While he's racking up assists and rebounds, the scoring output as an individual has not been that good from Josh Giddey, at least from what my eyes tell me. So if you are going to play later today, can we get you more involved in this team? Nobody's saying you got to go out there and just absolutely dominate and drop 35, but damn, where the 20-point game at? Where's the offensive scoring ability that we believe that you can put out there for the Chicago Bulls? Damn, just show a little bit more interest into your job. Shit, me and C-Dub got to show up to this shit. You show up too. All the people that come and support Shy Bulls podcast come and show up. You show up too. That's all I'm saying. Don't go out there and cheat us, man. We ain't cheating y'all. Don't cheat us. That's just all I'm saying. But other things I want to see is, would the Knicks go out there and beat the brakes off the Chicago Bulls? I want to see that too, because it seemed like the New York Knickerbockers, they got their own issues too. And yes, I keep calling them Knickerbockers. I know it's Knickerbockers or something like that, but they boppers today. So don't try to correct me in the comments. I know. But I want to see if these guys come out with a sense of urgency, because they're seeming like there's a lot of things that's going on in New York regarding this team. This is a team that was selected to potentially make the finals, but it seemed like Boston and some other teams got other things to say. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they come out and play basketball. And there's been a lot of different things to what we could talk about from the Knicks. And yeah, so we'll see for the Chicago Bulls' sake. We'll look at Billy Donovan and his rotations. Could Rob Dillingham bounce back from last game that they had versus the Pacers? Can you play better? Can we see more minutes for Leonard Miller? And for God, save us, Billy. Please save us. We don't want to see Patrick Williams no more, bro. This man averaging 5 points a game right now. Why? We don't care for him anymore. I'm sorry. If we could trade him for a Giordano's deep dish pizza in a Long Island iced tea, sign me up. We don't want to see him no more. Shit. I know I'm not the only one that's speaking right now. I know some of y'all snapping your fingers like it's a poetry slam, or just like, Bobby, you're right. There's nobody other than TBO that's going to come out here and campaign for P. Willie. We don't want to see P. Willie, man. I'm for real. Hopefully it's a fun game. If not, we still going to be right here rocking and rolling, thugging it out through the last few games and just to get this season over with. But it was a lot of fun. Last game kicking it with you all, even while the Chicago Bulls was getting stumped. So it's going to be a lot more fun on a Friday night because I know a lot of us just got paid. Friday night. All right, that's it, y'all. I'm done right now. I'm done. I'm done. Hey, we gonna see what happens with the Bulls, man. Hopefully it's at least a good game into the fourth quarter. Damn. Can we just get 3 good quarters and then y'all just fall off, the wheels fall off in the fourth quarter? But hey, man, that is it for me today, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you always love basketball and try to see red. Y'all already know. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace. Cognac. Gang.